Okay, I had this thing on mute. I should have known because I wasn't hearing my stupid ass on the fucking mic. Sorry about that, guys. I'm fucking stupid. I was just talking about the goddamn hurricane that's coming this way. I'm not talking about my sister either. Yeah, so we got a hurricane coming. So today I went out and I got a couple things of water. I got 48 cases of water. Not cases, but, two 24 packs of water. So I got, some water. And I got some canned food, and we got a Category 3 hurricane coming, so I believe it'll be here Monday. I'm hoping that I at least get a few days off of work. I need some time to rest. I know the power is going to go out. I know, a goddamn tropical depression comes, and the damn power goes out around here, so I fully expect the power to go out, which I'm hoping not, But anyway, a hurricane's coming, and it's crazy. It's crazy out there, man. I go to Walmart, and, people are acting like it's the fucking apocalypse. I go to the gas station, and this one twinkle-toe cocksucker is filling up 5 giant things of gas. I'm like, son, this isn't Mad Max Fury Road. Calm the fuck down. And you wonder why we run out of gas during hurricane. Right? There's plenty of gas for everybody, but you get these fucking stupid-ass assholes who, I guess, never been through a hurricane and realize it's really no big deal. I mean, yeah, sometimes you get some bad ones, but other than that, it's not really that big of a deal. And you get these assholes to come in, and they hog up all the gas, and then you're trying to get gas to go back and forth to work for the rest of the week, and you can't because there ain't no goddamn gases at the gas pump because these twinkle-toe fucking cocksuckers took all the goddamn gas because they think it's the end of the goddamn world. Sorry. How to get that out? But, I went and did a couple errands today, went out. I wasn't going to get anything for the hurricane. I didn't even know if it was coming this way or anything. Last time I checked, it was still a tropical storm. And then Autumn texted me. She's like, don't you think we need to kind of get stuff? I'm like, well, you're kind of with your boyfriend, so maybe if you were here, we could have. But I didn't say that. So I went and I bought, it was funny because they were out of water. Completely wiped out of water. And, as I was leaving, a lady came out with a pallet, and I'm like, oh, can I grab a couple? And I grabbed 2 24 packs of water. And then when I grabbed some canned food, I bought enough. I basically bought just a can a day to last a week for each of us. Because usually every hurricane I've been through, they're throwing their generators, yeah, because these motherfuckers can't live in the heat. God damn, what would happen? These fucking people, I swear to God, man. Swear to God. But anyway, yeah, I know they're fueling their generators, but oh, it drives me nuts. But a lot to talk about today, guys. So anyway, right before we get to the main topics, though, but I went to go get gas. I filled up my gas tank, and I came home. I'm like, I'm getting a 6-pack of beer. I'm coming my ass home, and I'm playing Metroid on the Nintendo, and I'm not doing shit. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not wasting no gas. That way, if the hurricane comes and there's no way to gas, that way, my job can't fire me for not showing up because I don't have gas for work. So, stopped at the post office today. Got a lot of fucking packages, man. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see if I can show you guys. See those packages right there? I got 3 big packages in the P.O. box today. One of them is from my boy Chris M. in the chat. Chris M. is there. I have not opened anything yet. I was going to do the fan mail unboxing video today, but Danny Graham sent me a message yesterday saying he shipped out a package yesterday, and I don't want to go ahead and do the unboxing and then get his package next week. So I'm just going to wait till next week, get his package, and then do the giant fan mail unboxing. So that will be next week. But just wanted to throw it out there. Packages from Daniel, Angel, and Chris. Just want to shout out and say thank you guys so much. Really curious to see what's in it, though. I got to be honest with you. I keep looking over them like, I really want to see what's in there. But I can't because, that takes away the whole fun when I unbox it on the video. So, but, I'm looking at it. I'm eyeballing them, and I'm really curious about it. So, a lot of stuff to talk about, man. We got Rey. Is she a clone? Is she evil? Is she a Sith? We got the Joker. That's the big news for the Joker, man. I'll tell you what. So, I uploaded a video today. Okay? Let me put this up here. I uploaded a video today, and this was a video I did last week, was the Avengers didn't deserve the thing, whatever, whatnot. I did that video last week, and news kept breaking all week, so I couldn't be, I couldn't upload the video because I had to keep, catching up with the news. So that video finally uploaded, and it did pretty well. 2,700 views, not bad. And then the Joker trailer broke, and I just got back from getting Hurricane Supplies, and I was like, well, let me do a video on it. That motherfucking thing's got 5,600 views already. 5,600 views. The problem is I'm pretty much not going to see a penny of those views because I just got a copyright claim pretty much. So the studio is going to be taking all that money. So sorry for my damn luck, I guess. You know, you win some, you lose some. But that Joker trailer was amazing. Dude, I got a massive fucking headache, man. I've been having a headache all day long, man. I don't know what it is, man. I think it's this fucking Budweiser, dude. Fucking Budweiser sucks so bad. So bad, man. But, yeah, so yeah, I thought that Joker trailer was awesome as hell, man. I'm like, yes, this has Oscar written all over it. This is basically rubbing alcohol. I'm just letting you know, this tastes like shit. I can drink Budweiser draft, but this tastes like shit. It tastes like donkey shit, man. But you know what? Hey, it is what it is, and we drank what we got to drink just to make ourselves feel good. So, what are we going to talk about, guys? Joker looks like it's going to be good, and you know, never hear me say that. Yeah, that's true. I never hear you say anything like that about comic book films, unless it's, you know, Batman Forever, that god-awful piece of fucking shit. God, Batman Forever fucking, oh my God, fucking Val Kilmer as Batman, fucking just blow my goddamn brains. I'd rather have George Clooney as Batman. Sup, Andre? What's up, Cracker Jacko? Yeah, it looks legit. It looks really good, man. I seen a couple comments. Like, okay, if you guys ever read the comments in my videos, there's a guy, a YouTuber by the name of OG Millie Mills who leaves a comment every day. Even if the topic isn't about Marvel DC, he leaves a comment about DC sucking. And even he was like, well, I guess I gotta watch this fucking Oscar bait movie. So even he is hooked on it. That tells you how fucking good that trailer is. Even he is hooked on it because he wants to, you know. So when someone like OG Millie Mills, who usually hates on everything DC, says he wants to say it, you know, it's got something going on there, man. Smoking that joint, it's illegal in Florida. I need to move to California where it's legalized. I don't even know where to get marijuana, even if I wanted to get marijuana. I remember in school, everybody's like, oh, people are going to peer pressure you into drugs. I am 35 years old. Never one time in my life has anybody offered me drugs. Never once. Ever. And I grew up in a big city. For the first 18 years of my life, I grew up in Fort Lauderdale. Like, I got my ass kicked every day. I got people trying to rob me, but no one ever offered me drugs or asked me if I wanted to buy drugs. It was like, so I'm sitting there like, I went through this whole goddamn DARE program, got the certificate, and ain't nothing they tried to prepare me for or do anything. You know? So I don't think drugs come to you. You got to go to the drugs. So I think the DARE program got it twisted, man. I honestly never had peer pressure. I never even had peer pressure to smoke. Right? Like, I hung around friends that smoked, and they're like, hey, you want to try it? Bullshit, that guy at Walmart gas station years ago. I don't remember what you're talking about, man. I don't even know what you're talking about, Lee. No one ever offered me a cigarette. Like, I had friends who smoked, and I was like, well, I'll give it a try. Oh, that is the fucking worst thing ever. Who would want to do that? I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it at all, but it is what it is. A hooker offered a blowjob recently. I had prostitutes offer that to me, surprisingly, a lot, okay? In Fort Lauderdale, fucking prostitutes are everywhere. Everywhere. I remember I was 15 years old. And like I said, Fort Lauderdale is a pretty big city. I'm walking to my friend Alvaro's house, and this bitch comes up to me, she's like, you want a fucking blowjob? I'm like, bitch, I ain't got no damn money, and bitch, I don't want you to fucking give me a blowjob. I kept on walking. And then sometime other, I'm walking in there's this place called Holiday Park, right? And it's a pretty bad place. They cleaned it up a lot. I was recently down there like 3 years ago, and it's cleaned up a lot now. But back then, Holiday Park was bad. Like, you do not go to Holiday Park at night. Your ass is not coming out alive. So I'm walking through Holiday Park, right? And then this white chick's like, hey, how you doing? You want to fuck? I'm like, no, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Like hookers are giving blowjobs in the back of fucking dumpsters. Like, I'll be fishing. Like, there's this one about like a mile from Holiday Park. There's a restaurant called Shoney's. And behind there is a canal. Great fucking fishing, right? Me and my friend Anton, we used to go fishing every day after school, right? So we're sitting there fishing, right? We're sitting there just chilling. And then we hear like this sound behind this because there's a dumpster, you know? So I'm like, what the fuck is that sound, man? So I get up, I walk around the dumpster, and there's this fucking chick blowing this fucking guy. I'm like, what the fuck? So I've seen all kinds of that shit, but never once have I had anybody say, hey, I'll sell you a joint for like $30 or however much they charge. Like, no one ever offered me to sell me a joint or cocaine. And the sad thing was, my best friend got arrested for selling drugs, and he never even tried to sell me any. Well, at the time, he was my best friend. I haven't talked to him in a few years. But his name was Pablo. Like, we grew up in, like, He moved down from he moved to Fort Lauderdale from New York. I moved to Fort Lauderdale from New York. So we were both New Yorkers. We were both in the first grade. We both loved like Nintendo and Star Wars. So we were like major fans of all the same shit. We both drew all the time, and we hung out all the time. Like his family felt like my family. I was always spending the night over at his house, right? And I got held back in the 6th grade because my dad refused to let me take summer school. So I got held back in 6th grade, so he ended up going a year ahead of me, and we kind of, weren't in the same classes anymore until high school when we reconnected then. And then I found out he got busted in school one day, got arrested and everything from selling weed. And I found out from his girlfriend, right? I'm like, what? He was selling drugs this entire time? So I had a friend who was in the business, and I still didn't know how to sell weed or get weed. So, yeah, Dare's full of shit. Just saying. I don't even know how we went from the Joker to how to get drugs, but I never once in my life was I offered drugs. So, but yeah, I mean, so I'm just telling you guys, that peer pressure shit, nah, that ain't true, man. That's not true. I don't drink alcohol because of peer pressure. I drink alcohol because of a place that starts with a W. And it's giving me a massive headache, man. I don't know what's giving me the headache. This piece of fucking shit or Metroid. I mean, that game is hard. That game is hard. I beat Fire Emblem last week, right? And Astral Chain comes out tomorrow, and I'm like, man, I want to get Astral Chain. But I'm like, what the fuck am I going to play until then? And I have like 80 games for Switch, but there was nothing I really wanted to play that I knew I could get done. And I'm like, well, people speed run through Metroid in like an hour. I can beat this game. How hard could it be for a Nintendo? All right? Oh my God, for the past 3 days, I got maps on my fucking computer loaded up. I'm sitting there, watching walkthroughs, checking off the items I got. I'm like, this is the most hardest game I've ever played. I swear, when I beat that fucking game, I'm going to strip down naked, run through the house going, yes, 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 that fucking game is hard, man. Every time I meet a new person, they ask me if I want to smoke weed. Well, you're in California. It's legal anyway. Oh, my nose is runny, man. I just don't think I'm feeling good. I know Lee was in the chat. I don't know if he's still watching, but he's been having a massive headache all day. I have a massive headache. I think it's because of Metroid, man. I think it's because of Metroid. Yeah, I'm looking at you, you fucking piece of shit. I'm looking at you. I'm going to beat that motherfucker. Whoa, that sounded horrible. So, Joker, man. Let's talk, guys. Joker, I don't see nobody throwing no questions around. How we gonna talk about Joker and shit, man? Joker, we got the Star Wars thing. I thought for sure people would ask me. I'm actually surprised that Star Wars videos got over 2,000 views. People were like, I didn't expect, I didn't expect to get 1,000 views. I was like, I'm gonna upload this, and the trailer reaction, I actually got, I think like 3,000 or 4,000 views. So I was actually surprised. Maybe fans are starting to turn around on the Star Wars train. But I stick by my statement. I think a lot of people so she's going to be like Cell, right? Because she's not going to be a clone, right? Because a clone means exact copy. So she's going to be like pieces of I think she's going to be like part Luke, part, she's going to be taking pieces of and put together. So I think she's going to be like genetically created, basically like Cell, right? People are like, so she's going to be like Cell. So Star Wars ripped off Cell. So Cell. You do know. Cell isn't the first storyline to ever have that story, right? There's been sci-fi books and stuff and television stuff with super soldiers and human-created soldiers and test tube babies way before Cell came out, right? Just letting you know. No, Harley Quinn will not be in this movie. As far as I know, there's not going to be much connection to the DC universe. You're going to have the Joker, you're going to have Thomas Wayne. As far as I know, that's really it. As far as I know. I mean, you might have Gordon in there somewhere, but I don't think Harley's going to be in the movie. Zazie Beetz looks like in that trailer she's going to be playing the love interest, because she's making out with him, but I don't think she's going to play Harley. Plus, yes, this movie said is not going to. This movie said it's not taking anything from the comics. It's going to be its own movie. Cell from DBZ, yeah. Because how Cell was made up from all these gray cells, that's pretty much, Ray in a nutshell. What was I going to say now? I don't even know what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. So the Joker's not going to have anything to do with the comic books. They already said that. It's basically just, the Joker, and it's their interpretation of how the Joker became the Joker. But, Thomas and I believe Martha might be in. I know Thomas for sure. Martha, I'm not too sure. And you see Thomas Wayne punching, what's his name? Joker in the face. I think the love interest is going to die for sure. I think that might be the thing that pushes him over. Either that or his mother is going to die. We got a big-ass super chat, man. Big-ass motherfucking super chat coming in, motherfucking son. Big-ass super chat coming in, motherfucker, man. Let's see what my boy Andrew has to say, man. I understand that the Joker isn't going to have any ties to the comics, but I wish they at least did his makeup like the actual Joker. What do you think? I'm still hyped for the film, though. Oscar worthy, ? I got to be honest with you. I love the makeup. I love the makeup for the Joker in this movie. Here's the thing. You want to know how I got these scars? No. Here's the thing, though, for real. They have to do the makeups different, okay? It has to be recognizable, but different. You look at the Joker. You look at all the live-action Jokers, whether it be Cesar Romero, Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger. Each one of their makeups have been different. Even that guy. Oh, you want a Jimmy? Here's a Jimmy for you. Well, that's a P.O. Box address. I mean, you guys can send stuff to P.O. Box 14471 Winterhaven, Florida 33882. But here's a Jimmy for that super chat. I didn't know if people wanted Jimmy, but here's a Jimmy anyway. Jimmy boy, do you like Joker's makeup? Do you, boy? Yeah, he likes Joker's makeup. No, each live adaptation of the Joker has a different makeup. You have to give it a unique style. Not like. I would actually say Cesar Romero's is a little bit closer to Jack Nicholson, but for me, it feels like they're taking Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson, and Cesar Romero's costume and make it all into this one. We don't talk about the Jared Leto Joker because that wasn't the Joker. Okay, that was a fucked up fanboy who thought he was the Joker. He was stupid. He watched too much Richard Nixon speeches as a kid, and it was just. It was just awful. It was just awful. I like this Joker. It's unique, it's different, and it feels good. You look at it and it's like, yes, this is the Joker. So I absolutely love it. So I don't understand why so many people are hating on it. I think more people are coming around on it. What's up, Comic Chat? Welcome to the chat. But yeah, is not going to have any ties, Andrew. Is not going to have any ties to the comics. Tom Phillips, Joaquin Phoenix wanted to go in without that baggage. So this isn't going to tie into the DCEU. It's not going to have anything connected to the comic books. And it's going to be their interpretation of what takes this guy and just kind of drives him Looney Tunes. You know? And you look at it, like, you watch this trailer and you feel for this guy. This guy's sitting there, he's playing with this little kid on the bus, and then you got this bitch-ass mom going, leave my kid alone. You know? And he's like, dude, he's just trying to, you know? And his mom is sick. He's trying to take care of his mom. And my favorite part of the whole trailer, I even said this in my trailer reaction, is when, Bennett Latimer comes in with a super chat. I'll get to your question in 1 second, my friend. Here's the Jimmy for you guys. But, my favorite part of the trailer, and I said this in my trailer reaction, was when the psychiatrist is talking to him, and she's like, this is our last session, and he's like, you keep saying the same thing every day. How am I feeling? What am I thinking? Blah, 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 blah. And he's like, all I think is negative thoughts. And I was just like, yes, 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 yes. Favorite line in all the marketing I've seen for this. My favorite line, because it's something I can relate to, you know. And negative thoughts ain't necessarily bad thoughts, right? Negative thoughts doesn't mean you're gonna do harm to people or anything. It's just, you know, you look at something like this glass is half empty. You know, that's a negative thought. Most people look at it, you know, a lot of times they'll say, well, do you see this glass is half full or half empty? If you think it's half full, that's a positive thought. You think it's half negative or half empty, it's a negative thought. And I am a very negative person. I try to be positive on YouTube. I try to be positive in front of people. But when the cameras are off, I am depressed. I'm always moping. I have negative thoughts. I don't like my life. My wife left me. I've been in a car accident this year. You know, I had to sell my entire comic book collection. You know, I hate my job. I hate my life, you know. Every thought I have is negative. There's nothing positive for me to think about, you know. And when he said that in that fucking trailer, I was like, yes, 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 because that's precisely how I fucking feel. The only difference between me and him is I haven't had that moment to put me off. You know, luckily for me, I'm not a violent person, you know, and I kind of just keep to myself. And really just, you know, a lot of people come up and they try to talk to me like, hey man, how you doing? And I'm like, I just don't want to be bothered with it. I just kind of want to stay by myself. I got a lot of people ask me stuff. I'm like, I got a lot going on my mind. I'm like, I just don't, you know, want to deal with anything right now. So I really related to when Joker looked at her like, all I think is negative thoughts. It was like the first time we really got to dive into that person. And to me, it felt like me being projected. I just love it. I love it so much. So thank you so much, Andrew, for that super chat, my friend. Bennett Latimer came in with a super chat. He wrote, LL, imagine how terrible this film would be if it was based on Jared Leto's Joker. You do know they were trying to do that at one point, right? Like what, last year, it was like 2 or 3 months after Suicide Squad. They were trying to greenlight this, but at the time, this was being produced by Martin Scorsese. And then they were also trying to do a Joker standalone movie with Jared Leto. And then another Joker movie with Joker and Harley, which will also star Jared Leto. So they were trying to do 2 movies with Joker, Jared Leto Joker. And then this one, at the time, Joaquin Phoenix and Todd Phillips wasn't attached. It was just Martin Scorsese. And then they went on with the script. And even though Martin Scorsese's not attached to it no more, it still feels like a Martin Scorsese film. So, yeah, man. Bennett, Jesus. We dodged the bullet on that one, my friend. Comic Chat comes in with a super chat. And he writes, to me, Joker without Batman is like Venom without Spidey. Completely different things, man. Completely different things. One, Venom was created because of Spider-Man. Venom was created because of Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man caused Eddie Brock to lose his job. He kept fucking him over. Like every time Eddie Brock would do something, Spider-Man was there to ruin it for him. And he broke Brock down. And then when Peter had that symbiote on him and he took it off because he knew it was starting to control him, you know, Brock was there at the church. And then the symbiote fell off of Spider-Man. He got it off. Peter got it off him. And then it fell onto Brock. So it took the spider trace that I learned from Spider-Man, transferred it to Brock. That's why he's got the web and the spider on him. And then the fuel and hatred for Spider-Man was something that the symbiote felt as well. So Brock and the symbiote felt the same thing. That's why they were we. And it's two completely different stories, Comic Chat. Spider-Man is heavily involved in the creation of Venom. Venom's whole purpose is because of Spider-Man. Joker wasn't. Joker, depending on what storyline you go with, Joker was created without Batman. Yes, Joker is the yin and yang to Batman, is the most, great nemesis of all time. But the Joker wasn't created because of Batman. The Joker would have been created with or without Batman, which this movie is going to prove. The Joker is a broken down human being that one bad day just drove him over the edge. There's so many different storylines, whether you want to talk about Alan Moore's killing joke. There's so many different stories of why the Joker became the Joker, and this movie is going to have a different interpretation. But Batman ain't necessary to it. Yes, their conflict is legendary, but the Joker would still exist without Batman. Now, even in the Dark Knight, right? And Frank Miller's Batman Year One, which Batman Begins was based off of, the promise of Batman presented challenge to the Joker, so that challenge just made him do more, but it didn't cause the creation of the Joker. Even in the Dark Knight, when he kept coming out, he had 3 different origin stories in the Dark Knight. Every time he told his origin story, it was different. He's like, you want to know how he got these scars? His wife left him. He put the razor and he's like, she won't even look at me. And then, the one where his dad looking like, wow, so serious. He had 3 different origins of what made the Joker. Never once did he go, oh yeah, it's because of Batman. No, Batman had no stake within the creation of the Joker. Venom was an exact creation of Spider-Man. So you cannot, even that's why the Sony movie didn't work. You cannot have Venom without Spider-Man. It is not the correct interpretation of the character. Sony tried to make it work. I guess they made it as best as they possibly could, but then you're losing the good stuff about him. You're losing the hatred for Peter Parker. You lose the drive of what makes Venom Venom. Where the Joker, he's just a messed up human being. Doesn't have to have Batman in there at all. The Carnage, no. Simone, I would agree with you. Carnage is the Joker to Spider-Man, but Green Goblin is the Joker to Spider-Man. Green Goblin is just batshit fucking crazy. He has the fucking Joker laugh, and he causes much pain to Spider-Man, to Peter. He killed Gwen Stacy. I mean, he's done so much stuff. So I would actually argue that Joker is Green Goblin is the Joker to Spider-Man. But yeah, so I thought the trailer was amazing, guys. I really did. I'm really looking forward to this movie. I think we got a little over a month now until it comes out. I actually can't wait. What's up, Cristino? Dude, I don't read well. I'm kind of an idiot. Oh, speaking of reading, dude, the best book came out yesterday. The best. I'm so happy. Where I'm sitting at work, and I'm looking. I see Star Wars Explained did a review on Black's Fire. I'm like, huh. I'm like, nah. I'm probably not gonna get it. It's a young adult novel, and it's not. It's an adult novel. It's a Del Rey novel. I'm like, oh, so this is a fucking Del Rey novel. I'm like, well, let me click on his review. It says spoiler free. So he's doing a review on Black Spire, or Spire, Black Spire, right? So first thing he says is, this is a sequel to the Captain Phasma book. I was like, I gotta go buy this book. So I went to Walmart and bought the fucking book. I'm about to lose like a bunch of people here, but it has Vi Morani in it, and Captain Cardinal. Captain Cardinal kidnapped Vi Morani in in the Phasma novel and tortured her to try to get information on how to bring Phasma down. Somewhere along the line, Cardinal ends up teaming up with Vi Morani, and Cardinal confronts Phasma, and Phasma beats the shit out of him, stabs him, and leaves him for death at the end of the Phasma novel. Black Spire picks up right afterwards, and it takes place after Last Jedi, and Vimarani is trying to, the Galaxy Edge planet, Batuu. She goes to Batuu to try to pick up Resistance people, and Captain Cardinal survives and teams up with her, and they're on the spy mission. It's so good. I'm like 10 chapters in, and I just bought the fucking book yesterday, but so good. We got a super chat coming in from Bennett Latimer. Sony's going to make a damn mess trying to retcon Spidey into the Sony movies universe and carry on Tom Holland's story at the same time. No. I don't know why you people think Sony's gonna fuck it up. They made good Spider-Man movies without Marvel, and I would argue that I think their movies without Marvel are the better movies. Spider-Man 1 or 2 are good films. Spider-Man 3 is bad, but I'd rather watch Spider-Man 3 than Homecoming and Far From Home. Amazing Spider-Man 1 and Amazing Spider-Man 2 are good films. You might not like Amazing Spider-Man 2, but guess what? It made over $700 million. Then we have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which won an Oscar for Best Picture. Venom, which I didn't like, also made like $800 million worldwide. So guess what? They can make money without Disney. Sorry, Benny. Sorry. I don't think they're going to mess up the franchise. They made money before Marvel got them. And guess what? If Disney wasn't so goddamn money hungry, going, I need to have this, I want full control, then guess what? You need to blame Disney. I seen so many people going, yeah, I thought it was Sony's fault, but then I realized it was Disney's fault. And then now everybody's turning. I'm like, oh yeah, I told you dumb son of bitches like 2 weeks ago. It was all Sony or Disney's fault why this shit happened. Everybody's blaming poor fucking Sony. Sony's like, we didn't do anything wrong. We want to continue. Disney's the one that said no. So, yeah, fuck Disney. Fuck a goddamn Disney. Them money-hungry, power-hungry son of a bitches. All they are is like fucking Vince McMahon. You know? Like, oh, yeah. Their ass is fired, Tom Holland. Fired. Oh, there ain't no chance in hell Spider-Man come back in our universe. You're going to watch the Lady in a Tramp movie. That's fucking Disney. Fucking hate them people. But I like their movies. I like some of their movies. Speaking of Disney, did you see earlier today that they announced that they're putting Lion King and Aladdin, the Sega Genesis Super Nintendo games, on Switch, PS4, and Xbox? I'm like, yes! I will be buying that day one. I love those games, dude. Lion King, especially Aladdin. I remember playing Aladdin so much as a kid. I played it on the Super Nintendo. I heard the Genesis version is better, but I always thought the Super Nintendo had better graphics, and I played it all the time, especially Lion King. I just recently played Lion King on Genesis a few months ago, and it's so good. Bennett Latimer coming in with another super chat, big super chat. He gets a fucking Jimmy. Dude, I'm not blaming Sony. I'm just saying that they're better off starting over again and bring back Garfield rather than try and do this weird universe swap. It's not going to be a universe swap, man. It's not going to be a universe swap. They're just going to continue the same story that was left off in Far From Home. Spider-Man's been exposed by Mysterio, and they're just going to continue. They don't have to mention the Marvel movies. They don't have to have a Marvel character every time they turn around. Oh! There's fucking Happy. Oh, there's Nick Fury. Oh, Tony Stark. They don't have to do that. It was so goddamn distracting in Far From Home and Homecoming. It's like all the damn time. It's like Captain America is playing on the goddamn TV. Oh, we're referencing this. They can do a movie and not reference and show anybody. We don't have to have Aunt May wanting to suck Tony Stark's dick, then in the very next movie wanting to suck on Happy's dick. We don't need an Aunt May who's a fucking slut. Sorry. I thought Disney was a family station. So yeah, it's fine. All they gotta do is continue a story without having fucking stupid ass fucking cameos for everybody and their goddamn mom. It's not that hard. It really not, Lat. Yeah. I'm Bennett, from now I'm calling you Lat. And the reason why I'm calling you Lat is because I had a guy I worked with for about 15 years. And his name is Latimer. And since your last name is Latimer, I'm going to call you Lat because that's what I called him, and I miss him, man. He got fired about a year ago. But he was a good guy. But that was a different time. But yeah, so what'd you say, Nick? Spider-Man back to Sony, Joker and Star Wars looking good. Obi-Wan series coming. Finally have a reason to watch again. You do know you're gonna have to get Disney Plus, right? I can't wait for Obi-Wan. Give it to me. Give it to me. I want to see like Ray Salone show up. I want to see a bunch of shit. I'm so excited for that damn Obi-Wan show. I'm so the shows for the Star Wars shows that have been announced. We got Mandalorian, Obi-Wan, and Cassian. In order in which I'm excited was Cassian, then Mandalorian. Now it's Obi-Wan, Cassian, and Mandalorian. So super excited. We got a super chat coming in from Just. Oh, that hurt my fucking ear. Jesus. Just me. And you get a super chat, Jimmy. At end of movie, confront by RB Batman. What? Lead to what? At end of movie, confront by Batman. I think what you're trying to say is at the end of the movie, have it where he confronts by Batman. No, absolutely not. I want this to be an art style film. I want it to be an art style film. I don't want to. I really, really don't want them to tie Batman in at all. Dude, you should not pirate Disney. Okay. One. Dude, pirating sucks, man. Don't do that, dude. That's shitty, right? Like, how are we gonna get more stuff like Obi-Wan if people are just pirating the shit? You know, if you know, you do know you pretty much vote with your wallet, right? So if you're not, paying for it, you're not voting. So how are we gonna get like an Obi-Wan season 2, or maybe I don't know, like a Qui-Gon Jinn? Yeah, I know you just wet your pants, didn't you, Nick? I know you like some Qui-Gon Jinns, motherfucker. How are we gonna get a Qui-Gon show if you ain't paying for Disney Plus? You gotta vote with your wallet, son. I think you can afford $7.99 a month. It ain't that serious. David, I 150 million% disagree. Garfield's Spider-Man is exactly like Spider-Man from the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. Okay, that's precisely how he acts. It's not modified. That's 100% how he acts. If any Spider-Man is modified, Tom Holland doesn't act anything like any of the Peter Parkers. You got Tobey Maguire, who acts just like the classic Peter Parker. Then you have Andrew Garfield, who acts just like the Ultimate Spider-Man Peter Parker. Tom Holland? Who the fuck does he act like? He doesn't even look like Peter Parker. So absolutely 150 million% disagree with you, David. I disagree with you. And hey, Jimmy, do you fucking agree with me? There you go, man. Jimmy agrees with me. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Chew it. Gotta chew it. Gotta chew it. I ran out of beer and I need to go get another one. I just don't want to get up. Andrew was way too attractive to be Spider-Man. Come on, man. He's the ultimate Spider-Man version of Peter Parker. That's like saying Emma Stone was way too attractive to be Gwen Stacy. You know what? Everybody in the chat, you're all Andrew Garfield haters. That's all it is, man. Andrew Garfield haters. You guys don't like the superior actor playing Spider-Man. You'd rather have Spider-Man with these giant ears that look like a fucking car going down the road with both doors open. That's what you guys want. That's the Spider-Man you guys want. Fucking Dumbo, the flying spider pig. What the fuck was that? I don't even know. I just said shit. Oh, we got another super chat coming in, and it's a $5 super chat, which means he gets a big, fat $5. Jimmy. And he writes, clarification. At the end of the movie, Joker will be confronted by Robert Pattinson's Batman. I'm just going to cut you off right there, man. I'm not even going to read the rest of it because it's already been confirmed that this has nothing to do with the DCEU. This is a complete standalone film. It's not going to be attached to anything. So if you go in thinking it's going to be attached, and you're going to leave very, very disappointed. The whole movie is a character piece and a human study on how someone can go completely nuts. It's not going to have Batman in it. You're going to have Thomas Wayne, maybe a young Bruce Wayne, but you're not going to have Batman in it. It's not going to tie into anything. There's people that's already seen the movie. It's already been shown in film festivals. If something like that would have happened, they would have... Hey, OG Millie Mills, I mentioned you earlier in the stream. It would have been, people would have said something by now. So, just me. I'm sorry. I don't mean to break your heart today, but I'm just going to step on it, man, because there's no way Batman's in this movie at all. At all. Sorry about your damn luck. I miss Beer Money, man. Beer Money was awesome. I need your money and your alcohol. What's the matter, Slips? I put you up here, but the last time I put a cat up here, they died. That was Sammy. Uh-oh, we got a super chat. You haven't been playing an insecticide, have you? Okay, I don't need another dead kitty on me. All right, Slips, let's see what they say. Oh, we got a bunch of super chats. Come on, Slips. Okay. Bennett Latimer comes in. I have some problems with both the Raimi and Webb films, but I still really love and respect both of them. But Holland Spider-Man is like some weird fan-made version. 150% agree with you, man. Agree with you. Fucking Tom Holland Spider-Man is awkward. Awkward. The motherfucker's got ears as big as Dumbo. Okay? And he doesn't even act like Peter Parker. Pep, do you think he acts like Peter Parker? Huh? Pep, do you think he acts like Peter Parker? Pep's is like, just put me the fuck down. All right, buddy. I love you, buddy. Stay away from that insecticide. Really? Pepsi. Yeah? What's the matter? Yeah? Yeah. He talks to me. I don't know. He's the only thing that talks to me around here. What? Yeah? Go out and play with Chessie. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Bennett. 150%. I agree with you, man. There's things about Amazing Spider-Man I don't like. People, just because it's my favorite Spider-Man movie. Well, Edge of Spider-Verse is my favorite now. But Amazing Spider-Man 2 was my favorite Spider-Man up until that point. And just because I say that doesn't mean that I think the movie's flawless. I think people forget things. I think, just because you say you like something doesn't mean you think it's perfect, because it's not perfect. I didn't like the Electro stuff. But I still really like the film, and I do like it, and I think people kind of bash on it. I think people look at little nuggets that's wrong with it and judge the whole film on that. Comic Chat comes in with a super chat. I like Garfield Spider-Man the best out of the three. I agree with you 100%. And I did, like, I've done reviews on the franchises before, and you look at it, and you look at Tom Maguire when Uncle Ben died, or whenever, right? Look at Tobey Maguire when he cried, and it looks like he's got to take a shit. It looks like he's constipated. He just can't take a shit. He's like, and like the little tear. And then you look at Andrew Garfield when he cries when Gwen dies, and when Captain Stacy dies at the end of Amazing Spider-Man. Like, that motherfucker can act. There's a reason why he's been nominated, I think, twice for Oscars. Right? This dude can fucking act, man. Tom Holland is good. Tom Holland's a good actor. God knows he tore me apart in Infinity War when he's like, I don't feel so well, Mr. Stark. Like, he can act, but I just don't feel like that's Peter Parker. He doesn't feel like the old school Peter Parker. He doesn't feel like the Ultimate Spider-Man Peter Parker. He feels like another dimension Peter Parker. He just doesn't feel like Peter Parker to me. So yeah, man, I just sort of what I have to say is more underrated, Amazing Spider-Man 2 or X-Men Dark Phoenix. I think X-Men Dark Phoenix is probably more underrated because at least some people, just like, Comic Chat just now, he said, I like Andrew Garfield, right? Right? So there are some people out there that do like Amazing Spider-Man 2. I think it's completely underrated, but I think Dark Phoenix is more underrated because nobody seems to like that other than me and Adam. Like people don't even go see. At least Amazing Spider-Man made like $700-something million in the box office, whereas Dark Phoenix made what, 100? It lost the studio like almost $300 million. So definitely Dark Phoenix is more underrated. I really, really enjoyed that movie. I can't wait for it to come out on Blu-ray. Really, really like that movie. I think it's extremely underrated. Okay, Pepsi. So Pepsi's just gonna sit here now, I guess. Hold on 1 second, guys. Really, really, really got me a headache, man. Oh, dude, I like Dark Phoenix a lot. It's really good, especially the score of that movie. Like Hans Zimmer score, so good. It was like bum, 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 bum. It's so good, and the ending, I really, really enjoyed the ending of that movie. And my phone is being stupid. Garfield was awesome in Hacksaw Ridge. Oh, Andrew Garfield is amazing in anything. Anything. You name it. And have you guys seen The Social Network? He was awesome in The Social Network. Okay, finally got it working. I look at my phone for the comments and stuff, and I couldn't see anything because the phone was acting stupid. But yeah, Andrew Garfield's amazing in anything, man. Anything. I hate people who defend stupid Spider-Man powerless and Spider-Man 2. Oh, don't even get me started, man. I don't want to be Spider-Man no more. Guess what? He can't see anymore. He lost his webs. You know, he falls 1,000,000 feet from the sky and he's still alive. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to be fat no more. I'm still fat. I'm still fat. I'm always going to be fat. That's not true. I'm not always going to be fat. Because 2 years ago, I lost 120 pounds. So if I want to lose weight, I can lose it just like that. It's not that hard. I did it once. I got to do it. I got to do it again because I think my health is starting to get really bad again. So I really need to get back to doing it. It's just, yeah, just a lot of stress eating, man. A lot of stress eating. Oh, we got another super chat coming from Bennett Latimer. Bennett Latimer, dude, I feel like a stripper, and Bennett Latimer is the only one to throw me ones, man. And then every once in a while, Comic Chat be like, here's $1, you know. But, hey, thank you so much. Andrew Garfield for Human Torch, please. Dude, that's a great call. That is a great, 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 great call. I've been wanting to see Andrew Garfield in the MCU. And him as the Human Torch, I think, would be really good. Really, 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 really good. Stop bragging. Bragging about what? What am I bragging about? What am I bragging about, Chad? Huh, Chad? Chad, what am I bragging about, son? Huh? What am I bragging about? Yeah. Shut up, son. Shut up, son. Dude, I actually like that, Ben. I need to start calling you Lat. I don't know why I call Ben. I'm just gonna start calling you Ben. Uncle Ben. You're my Uncle Ben. Yeah, I actually like that idea. I really want to see him come into the MCU. I could actually, you could actually like say, hey, he might be able to play Mr. Fantastic too. He could really play a good Mr. Fantastic. Andrew Garfield's like what, 30, 35? No, I think he's a little older than me. I'm 34. I think he's older than me. So Andrew Garfield can definitely play Mr. Fantastic too. So, but I definitely see him more as Human Torch for sure. Do you think Disney will do anything with Dragon Ball since they own the movie? No, absolutely not. Nobody wants to touch anime movies, man. It's just, out of all the anime live adaptations I've seen, the best one, hands down, has been Alita Battle Angel, which also lost the studio money. I think it might have broke even at the end, but it didn't make anything. It didn't make anything, and that was the best anime live adaptation I've ever seen. And that movie didn't do anything. It's just animated adaptations do not have a good track record, and Disney already canceled 200 Fox properties, so they're not going to take a gamble on a movie that already failed for Fox once and doesn't have a good track record of anime good adaptations. So yeah, that's 100%. They're not going to touch that at all, and I'm not even sure, but I think the film rights might have already went back to Toei or whoever's in charge of them, because just because they own the license doesn't mean it transfers over, because if Comcast would have bought Fox, the Marvel licenses would have came back to Disney anyway. So not all licenses transfers over. So I'm not even sure that Disney even has the Dragon Ball rights anymore. So yeah. Yeah, so we don't know about that. And I don't think, I mean, if anybody could do a good Dragon Ball movie, I think it would be Disney. But Let comes in with another super chat. Please don't call me Uncle Ben. I already have a nephew named Peter, so I've been living on the edge of my seat for the past few years. I bet you every day you're like, God, I hope I don't get shot today. I'm the opposite. I'm like, man, I hope I get shot today. Man, I hope I get shot today. But you're the opposite of that. You're like, man, I hope I don't get shot. Man, I don't need to be shot. But hey, then that means your nephew will grow up with great power comes great responsibility, which we might actually get in the next movie. Guess what? Because Disney isn't producing the next movie, so we might actually get with great power comes great responsibility. What a concept. My head is killing me, man. Oh, Jesus. Like right in between here. Right in between here, man. It's not going like it's not steady either. Like, you know how you have a headache and it's like steady? This one, like, it comes and goes. Like, I'll be talking, next thing you know, it just goes whoosh, and it feels like a hangover headache, but I only had one beer last night before I went to, like, no, that's not true. I had 2 beers, I went to bed, and I got up, and this is my second beer today, so it ain't because I've been drinking a lot. Last Wednesday, I drank 16 beers, so it definitely isn't from that, so... maybe stress. I don't know. I do got a hurricane coming. There's a fucking hurricane coming. And I'm talking about my sister. She has a shirt, a Miami Hurricane shirt. I'm just fucking with you. I'm tired, dude. I woke up at 1 o'clock. I woke up like 1 o'clock this afternoon. So I don't even know why I'm tired. The Void is like, this guy never answers my questions. I still love his videos though. Oh man. Thank God. That's the last Budweiser. This shit tastes like fucking horse piss. Have you guys ever had horse piss? Well, if you haven't, it tastes like Budweiser. Ain't that right, Pepsi? What's the matter, little boy? What? No, you're not getting no canned food. I gave you some canned food earlier today. I'll give you some more canned food tomorrow. Plus, you need to save that canned food in case the hurricane hits and we're out of power and you're going to need food for that week. Cats, they don't understand food. Pepsi, you just want to eat, huh? Are you feeling okay? I hope you didn't get into that insecticide. Pepsi, you are shedding, son. You are shedding, my friend. Take your thumb, push it to your forehead as hard as you can for about 30 seconds, then release. Should feel better. But it hurts on the side, not in the front. Dude, this is just... doesn't help, man. Doesn't help. Now it just hurts in the front now, too. They were canon. The Marvel Netflix shows were canon at one point. Pepsi gonna help me beat Metroid? Pepsi's like, no, bitch. No, I'm not. Pepsi, stop rubbing on my tripod. I have that camera set exactly where I want it. He's just rubbing all over the place, man. Dude, I went to this retro store today. Right? I bought this Retron 5 about 3 weeks ago. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's a console that plays Super Nintendo, Sega, Famicom, Super Famicom, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, and Game Boy Color games, right? You just plug your cartridges in and you play it. And it takes the old controllers. So I had a Super Nintendo controller, which I've been using all week. But I'm playing Metroid, and I really want to be able to play with a Nintendo controller. And I thought I had one. I couldn't find one, so I went to a game store today, and I purchased one for $10. Right? And I went to the storage unit right afterwards, and I had 2 Nintendo controllers sitting right in a box in storage. I'm like, crap, man. Thank you so much, Casey. I appreciate that. Sean, where's Jimmy? Jimmy only comes out during Super Chats, man. He's sort of like a stripper. Titties only come out during tipping time. So, yeah, I've been playing Metroid pretty heavy for the past couple weeks. I really love my Retron 5, man. I can play so much, like so many games on it. You know, I've been really into Nintendo lately. Like, I haven't been touching Xbox or PlayStation. I played Fire Emblem on Switch, and then Switch is like my main console. And then like I've been playing Metroid and stuff. I've been playing like a lot of Nintendo stuff. I don't know why. Just been in the mood. I think Nintendo does platforming games so much better than other consoles, you know. Will Anakin appear in Rise of Skywalker? Maybe. I think there's a chance. There's a possibility. What? What, you like when I rub your ears, don't you? Huh? Crazy little cat. Crazy Pepsi, you just want attention. Go out and lay on the couch with Chessie. Don't rub on my leg, son. I remember Hyfron was the Supreme or Squad Supreme, or I don't even know what the hell that is. I don't think I ever reviewed Spider-Man. I love that game. That game's awesome. That's hands down the best Spider-Man game ever. Love that game. Can't wait for the sequel. They did Miles Morales really well. The ending, they didn't shy from the ending. I'm like they're not gonna do it. Oh, they did it. They did it. They went right with the ending. There's a reason why Nintendo is the king of video games. They are, dude. They really are, man. You know, I've been on this Metroid kick for about a month now, right? So, I bought this Metroid Zero Suit Samus statue, and I'm like, man, I really want to play Metroid. So I went, I bought Metroid for Nintendo. I'm playing it. Then I bought Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion for Game Boy Advance, Metroid Other M. I got my Wii hooked up here, my Retron 5 hooked up there, my Switch hooked up over there. And yeah, I just been playing the games. Here, I'll even show you, like, my Retron 5's right there. You guys can see it. You got Metroid hooked up in there. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of Metroid. And the game is so hard, it's challenging too, man. You know, I got a map showed up on here, and I'm kind of marking things off as I go, trying to figure out where I'm at. So, which just reminds me, I completely shut it off and not realize where I left off on the map. Oh my god. Well, shit, where the hell did I leave off? Oh my god, where did I leave off? I know I'm in the North Fair section, but I don't know where. Oh my god, Rob. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, fuck me, man. I'll figure it out afterwards, I guess. But, yeah. Pepsi, stop that. I only played Resident Evil 2 Remake for a couple days and I stopped playing it. I don't know, man. Like, all these games, they're good, you know. Like, oh, man, this game has great graphics, man. It's awesome. I'm like, yes, but graphics don't make the game, man. I can't tell you how many games I have on the Switch that have mediocre graphics, but they're fun to play. You know, Mario Odyssey doesn't have photorealistic graphics. It's probably one of the best games that came out that year. You know, Mario Kart 8. You know, all kinds of stuff, man. It's just, there's so many good games out there. You know, Astral Chain comes out Friday. It doesn't have like these ultimate graphics, you know, these best graphics, you know, but it looks really fun. So that it ain't about the graphics, man. It really isn't. And I felt like Resident Evil 2 was all about the graphics, and the gameplay was fun. But I beat the original Resident Evil. It ain't like it was a whole bunch of new things about it. It's still Resident Evil 2 at its core. It's a better version of Resident Evil 2, but it's still Resident Evil 2. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. My head is starting to hurt a little bit more. And I think I'm going to go pop a couple aspirins and maybe get another beer or something. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for the Super Chat donations. You know I love you guys. I love you all so very much. thank you so much for the super chat donations. Like I said, that definitely helps promote, or not helps promote, but it actually helps fund the channel. Like, the super chats are pretty much the main revenue for the channel. I don't get paid that much for my videos. I get paid like maybe $5 a video. So your super chat donations actually help out more than you guys may think. Oh, we got another super chat coming in from Michael, coming in at the last second. Did you watch The Boys Season 2 teaser? Tell me more about Homelander. The teaser trailer tell you more about Homelander? I did not know there was a teaser trailer. I did not know there was a teaser trailer for The Boys Season 2 yet. I love that show. That show is amazing. Now, a couple people kind of spoiled some Homelander stuff for me because they read the comics. So I think I'm not going to watch the trailer. Now, maybe when the full-blown trailer comes out, I might do a trailer reaction to it because it seems like a lot of people like The Boys. So it's going to be good for the channel. But I think I'm just going to hold off until the actual official channel comes out. But I love that first season. That first season is so good. If you haven't seen it, you have to watch The Boys on Amazon Prime. It is so good. So good. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out. Go wash off my face or something, man, because my head is just killing me. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much. Appreciate everything you guys do. Please be sure to keep on hitting that like button and sharing on social media. Help me get more known. Maybe one day I can make this my dream job and I can leave hell. Thank you all so much for the super chat. I love each and every one of you guys. Good night.